Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. My name is Sarah, and in today's video we're going to be going over how to review answers and close out your RFIs once those answers have been received within your RedTeam Flex database. So you can see here, I am within the Dialog tab of one of my projects in my RedTeam Flex database. So to get here, I've navigated to the Projects menu, picked out my Haunted Mansion renovation project, and I've clicked on the Dialog tab here to view all of my correspondence. Now I can very clearly see here on this correspondence page that I have an RFI for restroom fixture selections that has been answered. Right here I can see the answered date, and that lets me know that the answer is in. I'll also know when my RFIs have been answered because as the sender or anyone who's CC'd on the sending of that RFI, I will receive an email notification when the answer is submitted, whether it's submitted by the recipient or whether it's submitted on their behalf from within the database. So no matter how that answer got in here, we're still going to want to take a look at it the same way. We'll go ahead and click on the View icon over here on the left-hand side that looks like a document. That's going to open up in a separate browser tab that printable copy of the RFI that we originally emailed out to our recipient. So we're going to be able to see the entire RFI, and as we scroll down to the bottom, we will see the response that was entered right here. So you can see this section is very clearly delineated as the response to this RFI. We can see that Eileen from our customer Disney responded on the 3rd of April, and she said that they would prefer the Chrome option. Now, you do see some additional fields down here for time and cost impact that may not appear on your RFI answers. Those are examples of custom fields that you can create as you go into the document templates section of your configuration menu and edit these. There is the capability with your RFI templates to have custom fields, both in the request section and in the response section. So time and cost are just an example of that. We've then also got attachments down here. You can see Eileen went ahead and attached these Chrome fixtures, this link right here. She labeled it Chrome fixtures, and there's a hyperlink right there where I can go ahead and view and download the attachment that she included with her answer. Now over on the right-hand side, if you're familiar with our collaborative console, we've got this comments panel that allows us to have discussion prior to Eileen submitting her answer. You're also going to notice that as she submits her answer, we get a timestamp here. In fact, you can actually see that I submitted this answer on Eileen's behalf today. And there's the notes. Now the reason that this answer shows up over here, in addition to at the bottom of the RFI, is so that we can help you separate any pre-answer discussion here in the collaborative console from any post-answer discussion. So you and your team, all of your collaborators that are involved in this RFI, are able to continue having discussion right here in the comments panel, and they can even pass attachments back and forth after the RFI's answer is submitted. So that allows for any additional discussion. If you need to revise the answer, that can always be done. But once we determine that all post-answer discussion is concluded and there's nothing else we need to do, the next thing we would want to do is close out that RFI. And we can do that by coming to the Tools icon and changing the status to Closed. So it's as simple as clicking Closed. It's going to ask if you'd like to add any final notes. If you do, they'll show here in the Notes column, but I'm not going to add any, so we'll just click No. And now you can see that that RFI has turned gray, and the status says Closed. So this lets me know that no further action is needed on this RFI. The answer has been accepted, and the issue is resolved. Now, as I leave and return to this Dialog tab for this project, or if I simply refresh the page, what I'm going to see is that RFI has disappeared off of the main correspondence page. It is not gone. We still, of course, keep that on file for you, but we do auto-filter closed items off of the main correspondence page. And that's just to help reduce clutter, so that as you come to this page, you can view items that are in draft or committed status that need your action and your review, as opposed to those closed items that are finished. So at the bottom, you can note that there is one closed document to view select filter options. If I need to view that closed RFI, I can use my filter button and choose my status here to view closed items. But otherwise, that's all you need to do. You've reviewed your answer, you've accepted it and closed out the RFI. You're ready to move on to other tasks within your database. So that is our video for today. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for choosing Red Team.